and hiding behind stuff. So a lot of people don't seem to know is that Fallout 4 has cover mechanics. Weird, isn't it?
War.
And once we get into the game, we'll actually, explain how that works. It's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to explain.
In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered...
We're actually going to skip the intro, because I'm sure people have seen it 1,000 times. You can always look it up yourself if you like.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Absolutely. I think we're just going to go with the preset. That's pretty good. I think I used to know a guy that looked like that. Not so much the rest of these. I think we're going to go with that one, but let's give him some hair. Where is that under extras? Nope. Face. Yeah, style. Tough enough. Ombre. Comb over it? You. Heavyweight. It's not bad. Firebrand. A big old forehead. This looks a little weird with this kind of hair. I mean, it's not like hair straightener isn't a thing, but still. Math teacher.
I like it. Makes you look younger.
Younger? How about that? Alright, what about the facial hair? Broken razor. That's another problem, is that the facial hair tends to be straight only. They don't have a whole lot of curly hair. Man's man. Daddy-o. Street brawler. Actually like Free Rider, that's pretty cool. Outdoorsman. Oh my. What's that supposed to be? Smooth operator, that's pretty cool. I'm in wealthy. Dead man's hand. Chopper. The beast. The bod. Full throttle, straight flush. Mutton stash. Yeah. That's a bit much. Appomattox. I'm not a fan of beards with no mustache. To me, I think that looks a little awkward. Let's go with, or was it? Smooth?
What do you think, hon? Beard or no beard?
That looks good. Back. Done. Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Codsworth.
173.5 degree Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection.
That sounds way too hot.
Newspaper just delivered.
They need to... I hate to have Bethesda selling more copies of the same game, but something with RTX, where they actually use the features pretty well, that could be cool. What up, dude?
Enjoy sir.
Thank you.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies.
Jungle of the Bat Babies. Now we save a lot, so
Hey, hon.
Sounds like someone
Nervous?
we're just gonna have to get over it.
Everyone's gonna love this beach.
Yeah.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Activate.
Another fine product of General Atomics International.
Hello?
Ah, chores and more chores. My endless joy.
Did I break it?
Infantry that's as comfortable as an autumn jamboree. All the easier for our mechanized Hellcats to drive any screaming commie memes.
Can you get that?
God.
Probably that salesman.
Screaming commie memes.
Good morning, Vault-Tec.
What up, dude? Nice hat. Morning.
Morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket.
Heck in a
If you'll excuse
handbasket.
my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid.
Sure.
Now, I know you're a busy fellow. I'm here today.
We're gonna kind of get through this spot. Sure, let's do
Sounds
this.
great.
Oh, it is.
Uh-huh.
I just need to ver...
Sure.
Splendid!
Ah, right. Now, I have this somewhat pre-planned, so I'm gonna need to tab out to look at it, because I don't have it memorized. And I don't have that kind of memory, so... let's see, 1, 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, 4. So 1, 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, 4. Double check. 1, 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, 4. Looks good. Name, doesn't really matter. Let's go with something simple. Let's use our last name. Now let's go with Rogers. I like that.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey.
So I closed the door in his face before saying
Like a little
things.
paperwork, right?
A little
For you
awkward.
and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
Nice
I
fireplace.
have my moments.
That glass looks super thick.
Mr. Roth,
Anyway,
Sean has been
yeah, see, I wanted a normal name so they would actually say it.
refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that
Except now it sounds like they're talking to Captain America.
he's so good at.
Mr. Rogers, or Mr. Rogers'
You
neighborhood.
heard Codsworth. Go on.
Either way, that's good. Hey, baby.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
I guess I could have changed her face too. I didn't think about that.
How's my little guy? Much
Not that
better
it's going to matter here in a minute.
Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
That is some heavy-duty stitching on a t-shirt.
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
That's an ugly door.
Yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions.
Oh noes!
We're trying to get confirmation.
The inevitable is upon us.
Lost contact with our
say?
affiliate stations. We
Oh, no.
do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New
Yeah.
York and Pennsylvania.
Curse their sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault now.
Let's go, lady.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
Oh, nice bike. They need to add vehicles. You know? Why can't I ride a motorcycle in the apocalypse?
It's okay.
I find it a little awkward that we just like sprint ahead while she's trying to keep up.
All vault participants, check in at the gate.
That's absurd! I
Not
am
on the
Vault
list.
Tech.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me.
Wouldn't that suck?
Okay.
You're the guy signing people up for this, get all their information to make sure they're going to be safe,
We need to get in.
and then the company doesn't even let you in.
Infant, adult
That's
male,
bullshit.
adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Wasn't part of his compensation package,
What
obviously.
happened to all those people outside the gate?
This way.
I forgot the game looked this good. It did take a little tweaking, of course, but still, looks pretty nice.
Sir, we need to send you down to the vault. Step on the platform. Step on the platform in the center.
Come on.
All right, that's it. Send it down.
Almost there. We're gonna be
Normally I
okay.
skip this part, and I have a save file right before we leave the vault,
Love you too.
so I can just change everything. Oh shit. I love how you can see the shockwave coming. That is awesome. It would not be awesome to be here. Oh shit. Yeah, normally I just reload that save, change my stats, and head out. But it's a new character we haven't played in a while, so why not? Let's go through the whole thing. Mr. Russell.
We did it.
He doesn't want to talk.
Hey there.
We made it.
That was a nuke. A goddamn nuke.
Yeah, it was.
Hey.
Everyone please step off the elevator and
He's
proceed
not
up
so
the
worried
stairs
about
in
heck
order
anymore,
to
is he?
No need to worry, folks.
The nukes start dropping, the language changes.
In your new home, Vault
Is that just like a
111.
catcher's outfit?
A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
Ooh, that's bright. Hello?
Hey there.
Hello there. Once we seal the vault, we'll all be getting to know each other a lot more, I'm sure.
Yeah. Sounds exciting. What happened to your dress? What in the heck is going on there? What?
Excuse me.
Fix your dress, lady.
Forever. You'll need your suits before we can take you further.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the
Oh,
document.
weird. I can't see like my own feet or anything.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Excuse me.
It's down the hallway
Oh.
right there. See?
Hey there.
This is
way.
our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here.
Sure.
This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
There you are. Head down the hall.
Gone. Our home. Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C. Oh God, honey, what if they didn't make it?
DC? Yeah.
I know
Hey.
this
They didn't make it.
time,
Lost everything.
but Vault Tech will be.
In fact, we're going to play that game on here too at some point. I like Fallout 3 a lot.
We'll be down here.
Oh, we'll be going over all that in
Obviously, the mechanics are a little more old
Just a few
school.
medical items we have to
Checking everyone off the
It's more stat-based, which is okay.
Prepared for the future, right?
Such a lovely
What's up, dude?
home you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
New home.
Hey.
Close call, huh?
I don't think I ever talked to these people before.
Hey there.
Follow me.
I did.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
I can't talk to her?
See?
Okay.
Going far.
I can comfort Sean, but not the wife. That's kind of silly.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault.
What about me? I need comforting. Shit is scary.
Time for a whole new life.
Of course, we think we're just being decontaminated? Decontaminated. So that's really not that big a deal.
Normal. Procedure complete. In
Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2.
we got Frozen looking down and to the left. That's what I meant to do. Alright, guys.
Manual override Cryogenic senses suspended.
It's a lot of breathing.
This is the one. Here.
Here.
Open it.
I like how the only clear spot is perfectly around her pod. That's convenient, isn't it?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine. Let the boy.
Would they really freeze the baby with the mother? That seems weird. Seems like it would need its own separate containment. You know, the physical needs of a baby are a little different than a full-grown adult. And I think the process would be different too, just based on, you know, their size. What did I know? I am not a cryogenist. I guess that's the word. Oh noes! I feel like it would have been just as easy to not kill her. And then they could have just made it where the pod was disabled. We couldn't fix it. Make that one of the endings maybe, where we come back and rescue her after everything's over. No!
Come on! There has to be a release!
Open!
Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
That's it.
Why would Vault do this?
Because they're assholes. Man, the first time I played this, yeah, yelling and screaming, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. Well, they want me to go that way, so obviously I'm gonna come over here and see what I can find. Now there's more of these.
Can't be the only one left.
Hello?
Hello? Anyone?
Cryogenic array offline. See, they could have just made hers part of that, and then we come back later and fix hers or something like that. Coffrin, Whitfield, deceased, asphyxiation due to life support failure. Oh shit. Oh man, does that mean he thawed out inside of his container and then suffocated because it's completely sealed? That's brutal. What? What's in here? Hey buddy. Oh, there's another path to get to the same place? I didn't know that. Again, we're going to be skipping a lot of this because most people have seen this a million times at this point. And it can always be Google or something. Okay. Now where am I going? Oh, that's where I came from. This is the path I'm supposed to take. What am I talking about? Am I supposed to have a gun though? Yeah, so in case you're curious, I most definitely have raw input mod, so I can actually aim. It's very difficult with mouse acceleration.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell's what I'd be saying too. After saying you a whole bunch. I hate roaches. Anyway. Number of mods have stuff to get rid of the depth of field. I have something unlocked, which actually doesn't seem to be working. I had something that unlocked the FPS. I'll try to get it working later. It's not that important, but it's useful for loading screens.
What happened here?
Oddly enough.
Where is everyone?
I feel like I'm supposed to have a gun. Maybe I missed it? That doesn't heal? Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. Oh, this is where we get the gun. Coolio. Stim pack. Pistol. Ooh, bobby pin right here. I didn't know that. Wonder if that's random loot as well.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Uh-huh. Of course, our previous memory was our wife being shot and our child stolen, but, you know, let's worry about the cryo later. A lot of bobby pins. Hell yeah.
Is this all that's left?
I'm afraid so, Beavis. We should probably do a real save as well. Cadaver disposal. Mutiny! Systems malfunction. Everything malfunctioned and then there was a mutiny. That sucks. Alright, let's do a real save.
Terminal's got this locked.
Oh, whoops. My bad. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Also, because my FPS skills are not so good, we're probably going to end up using VATS a bit. How did that miss? There we go. Especially on these things that move a lot. Also, I don't remember what the button is to hit them. Oh, there we go. Save me some ammo. It's one of the flaws of this game is all the double usage of buttons. I guess because it's a console port, but Alt for power attack, Alt for gun bash, Alt for throwing grenades. Like, you need that many buttons to do this, to do all these, or the same button to do that many different things. It's a little odd.
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out?
Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? In there? Out there? I think it's in there. Give me your toys. I wanted to get this when the game came out, when the pre-orders came out, but it was sold out super fast. I had their website pulled up, and I was hitting refresh, and it went from, I can't remember the exact wording, but it went from not being sold to out of stock instantly. It kind of sucked. Kind of like the graphics cards that just came out.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
This is always a cool moment in Fallout games. Watch the door open. Locks engaged. Now I get having a big ass engine to rotate it, but what's moving that? Whoa! I'm not ready to leave yet. That's cool. I don't think there's anything extra over here. Just some junk to pick up. That's a circle. Alright, let's leave. So we're going to be going with really whatever weapons we can get hold of. We're not going to use heavy weapons. We're probably not going to use much in the way of melee or unarmed. Again, because of the cover mechanics, we're going to be focusing on guns. Pistols, assault rifles, whatever. Finished. Kindly do not put your whatever. I know they had a line under to stand within a circle, but they really should have had some handrails for safety. Taller, even. Like a full-on fence with a gate. Why are you gasping? That was a cool effect too, the way it's super bright because you've been underground all this time. Well, your eyes shut, I guess. Nice. Nice. Alright, anyway. On with the show. Deathclaw hide. Fancy. Yes, I'm going to spend a couple seconds looting all this junk. Molotov! Did they automatically equip it? I don't think they did. Nope. Okay. Air roll. Coolio. I need to double check which skill, which attribute we're going to put the special book into. I think it was agility. Is there anything over this way? I don't think so. Onward! Bodies everywhere. What was that, corn? Dead bodies everywhere. That's old as hell. Yeah, we're gonna go this way because I know there's a bit of loot to be had. Man, I think that song has been in every Fallout, hasn't it? Maybe I'll think of you. Now, I had to install a mod to skip this based on your skill level.
Got it.
When I had the frame rate unlocked. Because when you have 300 plus FPS, it's impossible to lockpick. It's not impossible, but it's incredibly difficult. It moves way too fast. Alright, Bugs, where are you? This is the house with the safe, right? Yeah. This is why I was excited to see lockpicks so soon. Because normally I have to go to one of the other houses to find some. Whoops!
Sweet.
Yeah, maybe I'll keep this. Maybe I'll keep the FPS capped, it's fine. Hacking. Not a fan of hacking either. Never been any good at it. I know how the system works. I'm just not good at it. I don't have the patience is really what it comes down to. So 1 and 1, so it's probably the O. So I need something else that has an O.
Got it.
Hey, nice. No, I don't think this actually does anything for you, right? Jahani. Wasn't Jahani... I don't know if you've ever played Knights of the Old Republic, but... Jahani, I think, was one of the trainees that had run away and was falling to the dark side. And you could either kill her or talk her back to the light side and return to the academy or whatever. I'm pretty sure that was her name. She was like a cat person. Miscellaneous? Cane. Malcolm. Boston. I don't know how to do that accent. Student at CIT wanted day tripper. McDermott's. Buff-out customer. Sapolsky. Old ladies up their daddy order. Weird but profitable. I was in Boston though, not just a group you run into later from Quincy, not Boston. Boston. I don't know. I've heard the accent a few times, but not enough to emulate it. Alright, let's get this going. We're gonna do a little bit of sediment building, but that's not really a priority. It's mostly just to have a place to come back to and get our stuff done. Upgrading.
It's really you.
It's really you. Yes, it is.
Oh my god. This can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Isn't happening? What are you talking about? Oh my, but you look distraught. Oh, perhaps the missus can offer
The
one of
missus.
those hugs you
Yeah.
are so fond of.
Not so much.
Speaking of which, where is your better half?
They killed her.
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you
Mal?
a distraction. Yes.
You killed me, Mal.
distraction to
Killed me
cause
with the
this
sword.
dire move.
How weird is that?
It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or...
Uh-huh.
Have you seen him?
Codsworth, listen to me carefully. Have you seen him? Have you seen Sean?
Why, the missus had it.
Oh, I may need to move the camera for this game.
Oh, perhaps she's gone to the Parker residence to arrange a play date. I'm sure she'll be...
Uh-huh.
He's gone. God damn it. Someone took him. Someone stole my son.
It's worse than I thought.
Hunger-induced paranoia.
Hunger-induced paranoia.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over
Yeah.
210, actually, sir.
Pretty crazy.
Take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner.
You okay?
You're acting... a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve.
This voice actor had to put a lot of effort into this.
10 years trying to keep it but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. And don't get me started.
What do you know, Codsworth?
I'm afraid I don't know anything. I did find this.
Thank you, Codsworth.
It's better than
You're
nothing.
welcome.
Uh-huh.
Now, shall we search?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud.
Conversation isn't really the focus of this playthrough either, so. Data. I guess it's not under data.
Oopsie. No. Fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay. Hi, honey.
Radix.
I don't think that Sean and I need to tell you how great of a father you are.
We're just gonna let him run around and kill stuff.
Anyway, isn't that right?
He can handle it.
You are kind.
We're probably missing out on a couple XP, but it's not a big deal.
Funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, my mom used to say.
Alright, so, we could increase endurance to get access to Aqua Boy, or we could increase agility to get access to Action Boy, which I think will be the best one overall.
Look, with Sean and us all being home together. It's been an amazing.
Of course, we can spend our level ups on those as well.
But even so,
Not that we're going
all
to.
the best days are yet to come. There'll be changes, sure. Things we need to adjust.
Where'd you go, dude?
You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree. But everything we do,
Alright up there?
Codsworth.
Mr. Rogers.
we do it for our family.
Mr. Rogers?
Here either.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find
Great camera angle.
There's still people alive?
Yes, although I shall remain here.
Okay. That is the new character portion. Well, more or less. We're going to go ahead and scrap a couple of these buildings and set up the basics of the settlement. Well, make room for the basics of the settlement. We're not actually going to set it up yet. Roaches, I know you're in here. I thought? Did he clear this building out too? I thought there were roaches in here. Anyway. Yep. Let's scrap a bunch of junk. Sometimes I leave that there just for the decoration. That's not really the good word for it. It's not much of a decoration, but you know what I mean. Maybe. Alright, good enough. Transfer, store all junk. Oop, what did I just pick up? We're going to scrap a couple of these. We don't really need a melee weapon. Same thing with any armor we might be wearing. Nope. I almost installed Armor Smith Extended. The awesome mod. But I've used that so many times. I'm going to go without it this time. It allows you to... It allows you to stack up certain armor pieces. Like some of the outfits won't let you wear armor on top of them for some reason. And the mod will let you do that. Alright, good to go. Another real save, and then down to business. We won't really be able to show you any kind of cover mechanics until we get to Concord. That's where you actually start fighting, where you have cover. I guess we could try to aggro the roaches and then run away and hide behind something. That's kind of dumb. It won't take long to get to Concord, so... So like that Drifter outfit, for example, you can't put armor on top of it like you can the Vault suit. It's not an undersuit, it's an outer suit. And it's really not good enough to wear that way. No, not the Road Leathers. I think that is an undersuit. It's the Drifter outfit. However, we're gonna take the dog for now, but we're gonna go without a follower in this build.
You lose your owner, buddy. Sure.
But like the Drifter outfit, you can't wear armor on top of it, and Armor Smith Extended will allow you to do that. Because it really seems like you ought to be able to. Now, it is kind of a... If you're worried about game balance, you may have to turn the difficulty up a little bit. I'm not sure. I liked it mostly for being able to customize my outfit a little bit better. But it does allow you to stack up armor values much higher than normal. For outside power armor. I gotta remember to save it before I enter terminals because the game has a tendency to get stuck on shit trying to get into these. I remember having to reload inside of the Concord building numerous times. Okay. Not that I needed them to tell me about the cave. And I know they're not linked, but we're just going to go ahead and dump all of the junk here for now. Alright, mole rats. Oh, that was actually a pretty good shot. In my opinion. Like I said, I'm not very good at the FPS element of this game. It's a little, even with the raw mouse input, in other words, without the acceleration, it still feels a little floaty. And I find that to be very awkward. So here's our first example of cover that we can give. So if you get close enough to a solid object like this, like even, I think the bushes. Yeah. You see the way the gun, like normally, he holds his gun straight ahead. You can ADS and all that stuff. If you approach something and it tips the gun down, that means you're in cover. Now, of course, it depends on your facing, too. If you rotate, it drops out. But if I get behind this, the gun will point down. And then if I aim down sights, you'll lean out to the side I'm nearest to. And you can shoot like that. Now, these are just little bugs, so it won't really... It's not really a best example. But later on, when we start fighting enemies that have guns and can actually aim, you'll see that hiding like that while you're fighting them makes it harder for them to hit you. We leveled up. Let's go and do that real quick. Because I would like to be able, not pickpocket, and I almost chose the wrong damn thing. I like to pick up locksmith early, so I can get into more advanced stuff. And I think it's literally advanced. Anyway. Like that one. Oh, come on.
That's it.
Loot everything. All the things, as usual. Now, I don't know where those bugs went. They should have aggroed on me. Maybe that's another effect of having been in cover? Maybe because I was in cover, they didn't know where to look for me? Now, wasn't there something about these birds? Like, aren't those supposed to be Institute spies or something? Like, they're not real birds? Alright, so here's another good chance to show off cover. After we loot this guy's stuff. This is where we finally get some armor as well. Hiding behind the truck isn't exactly the best idea. Okay. Snap, you got up on me fast. See, they hide behind cover too. That doesn't really do anything to the player, because we can... Everything's FPS rather than stats. Okay, I need to get up closer. This thing doesn't have that kind of range. Stim pack. We can use this here. They're not even shooting at me though, so it doesn't really matter right now. You see what I mean? The player can take all the time they need to aim. Especially if you're in cover, because the enemies, unless they're melee, have a hard time getting a lock on you, so to speak. Are there more? Doesn't look like it.
Up here, on the balcony.
Yeah, dude.
I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Hey, please! You're gonna hurt yourself, man. Armor! We got armor! And see, I think even that Minuteman outfit doesn't stack. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I'll put that on. It has some armor value to it. You want to go away? I can't see. Leather. We got a raider chest, right? I think that's better right now. Leather left arm, leather right leg. A leather left leg. Alright, that'll work. And then we'll go ahead and switch to this for now. It's a cool weapon. It's an okay weapon. Ain't that great. So anyway, as we go, you'll see more opportunities to use the cover system. I'm going to be trying to use it where I can. Like right here. Again, it doesn't really help if they're not shooting at me. I wasn't even in cover that time. Just the way I moved around the pillar. I think it took me out of cover, unfortunately. Well, the way it glows is kind of crazy. So I gotta be a little more careful about my position to make sure I'm actually in cover.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if I can do it here with this door. Nope. Yeah, see, I can't do it from here. It's unfortunate.
No more British occupation.
I don't think there's even any loot this direction, but I'm gonna double check. It's really too bad you can't take those outfits. That would be cool.
Have your tea back, you jackanapes.
You jackanapes!
Remember, lads, with my
Yeah. It just brings you up here, which you don't really need that path to do. The King's Regulars! That door makes me paranoid, the way it was kind of leaned out. You expect like something to be hanging off the top of it to fall on you. Alright, here's where I always have to crouch to get to this terminal. Hopefully the dog doesn't get in the way. So, anything with repetitive letters might help, or maybe I want to go for a variety of letters. Okay. So, because races was a 0, we know it's not bases or loses. It's not taken. What is it? Is there anything left it could be? I mean, there has to be something. Also a 0? It's a 1. Avoid. Now, I know that I can go through here and get some duds cleared out. I'll do it one time. I don't normally like doing this. Just because it's faster, really, to exit out, come back in, try again. Brute force tends to be better. Tries reset. That's an actual word. I didn't even see it there, though. I thought I saw one. See what I mean? This takes so long to actually go through all of it. I could have exited it out, come back in, and spammed a few more tries. I could have done that a couple of times by now. Oh, I'm glad I removed that one. I was actually going to try that. And now I still have to do the thing after all that, you know? So that's, I don't usually like to mess with this.
Sweet.
Now, I'm not actually going to unlock it. Oh, I had a key or something? Okay. Whatever. Normally, if I can double dip, I will. I'll hack and then not open the door so that I can lockpick it. And get XP for both of those. I mean, tibia. Why is there a bone in there? It's disgusting. Now, I'm not going to do much with power armor in this playthrough, so I don't guess I need to pick up all that ceramic. There's got to be something else it's used for that I can't remember. Generally speaking, I like to pick up all the coffee mugs I can find. Just for that.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
Shit! I did not expect it to hit me too. That hurt. That was not a good throw. I was trying to get it through there. I blew that thing up too. That's part of the reason it did so much. That was another chance to show off a little bit of the cover. Eh. Whatevs. Oh yeah, I forgot to check to see if the camera's blocking anything. That's 3. Raider chest is really not a big difference, so I'll just go ahead and put on the leather. Any more leather? Doesn't look like it. All the same stuff we already had. Oh. This chair makes my butt hurt. Stick with this for now. Doesn't go anywhere.
Coming in there, and we're gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere.
Who's there? No one. Nope, not a good shot.
Show your face. Come on. I dare you. Oh, it's on.
Stop shooting the dog. What's wrong with you? You don't shoot dogs. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I missed this last time I came through here. That's for the settlement building. I even put a little terminal in here to explain some stuff. Oh, yeah. I need to move the camera so you can see my hit points and stuff. Give me 1 second. Webcam. About there should be good, right? Yeah, it's good. Duct tape, hell yeah. Gotta have the duct tape. As much as possible. It's like one of the best things to find in this game. Which probably is not that weird for a post-apocalypse scenario such as this one. God, my strength is super low too. I'm gonna get overloaded very quickly. What's up, dude?
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Minuteman?
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward.
What a great outfit.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea.
And?
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home.
Hey.
Ghouls?
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow.
Let's hear it.
Sturgis.
Uh-huh.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war.
Old school.
You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie.
I like it.
I just noticed that snake
Get the
poster
suit.
has
You can
state
rip the
initials
minigun
on it.
right off the vertibird.
Minigun.
I know, right?
South Carolina,
Only
North
there's
Carolina,
one hitch.
Virginia, Maryland.
Suit's out of juice. Probably been dry. It can be powered up again.
I can't read past his giant hair.
What you'll need?
But we can't get to... Look, I fixed them.
Actually, I already grabbed the few.
Well, all right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
Give me a game. Yeah, so it looks like South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland. What's that? Rhode Island? New Jersey, New York? No idea. I would say New England, but all of those are New England. Join or die. Great slogan if you're trying to run an authoritarian state. Wouldn't recommend it otherwise.
Hell yeah.
Very fearmonger.
Ma'am.
Now look who dog meat brought to us.
Dog meat part of the group?
He's a good dog. Smart.
I know that.
Oh, indeed. Dog meat's good at finding folks who need him, and he'll stick by you now. I saw it.
Sorry.
You saw it?
It's the chems, kid. They give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way for as long
as you
I
can remember? Yeah, we'll go home.
That's incredible.
I can see a bit of what was, and,
Right.
and right now,
Uh-huh.
Her eyes look kind of hazy.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more, please.
I'm sorry, kid.
Aw. Yeah, she was going to tell us about the Death Claw. Also, I forgot that Perception bobblehead was there, so we probably could have skimped on that stat. And still have been fine. Whatever. This isn't exactly a hardcore playthrough. Military grade duct tape. Now, one of the downsides to power armor is that, as far as I know, did you go back inside? Power armor does not allow you to take advantage of cover.
Up here. Boss, we got somebody up here. Open fire. Why don't you get down
Which
here?
is unfortunate.
Show me that fancy gun up close.
In fact, I think there's a lot of cover that you just,
I'll give you that.
You just like walk through it and destroy it. Yeah, like see, we just broke that all to hell. The truck is gonna explode. Maybe around bigger stuff. Look at that. See how he can't hit me all of a sudden? Well, okay, their aim kind of sucks anyway. Their aim kind of sucks anyway, so maybe that's not a good example. You said it'll make more sense later. You hear them screaming, he's got a fucking minigun! Ow! Rude! I was trying to tear up his leg so it's harder for him to get to us. That didn't work. I'll be honest, that is an awesome sequence, but it still feels way too soon to be having power armor, mini guns, and death claws. You know? Not a fan of them throwing at the player so early. I guess it's supposed to be like a teaser for later. Shit, where did Gristle go? He's the one that had all the loot. Huh. I don't know where he went. I think I killed him out here in the middle of the road, but then that truck blew up, so who knows where he went. He could be somewhere else completely. I think that goes somewhere, but we're not messing with that right now. Alright, whatever. Not that important.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit
Oh, the texture popping was weird. I think we're actually going to some music. What's it called? I don't need to search the web, I just need to... There we go.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Indeed.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least
Look at the dog.
Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends.
So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
Oh, there's no subtitles.
What happens now?
For the longest time,
Oh, they're there.
Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, but one we can make new again. Why don't you come with us?
What would I need to do?
You need to stay strong.
My destiny.
You're a man out.
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
Look, kid, I know.
Sure.
And even I.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Uh-huh. What's in Diamond's
Uh-huh.
Is Sean there?
Look, kid.
Mama Murphy talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the site. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her
This
door?
part takes a while.
And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Oh,
hardly
hold
turn
on,
out
hold
any
on.
worse than.
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So, Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next?
That's actually pretty cool. I may end up building one later.
Anybody?
Anybody?
Sanctuary it is.
Bueller.
Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Bueller.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
Remind me, I like humming.
I'm sure Preston can handle anything we find.
I like synth.
Don't forget the price we paid to get this far.
I am not gonna wait for them. Isn't that Grognak still on my counter at home? I need to go look at that. I only did that to get that piece out of my inventory. Oh geez, I'm slow. I will save one extra. I'm actually gonna give that stuff to the people here. Modify, standard, boiled, girded. Why'd you unequip it? Alright, anyway. Apparel! Yeah, we're gonna wear the fedora. I don't want auto pistol so much. Type of bolt action I don't like. I actually kind of like the revolver, but I don't have that kind of ammo right now. Short pipe rifle. There's not a big advantage to that though. Alright, what do we look like? Neat. And alright, carrying way too much. shotguns are really heavy, so get rid of those. Actually, yeah, what can we do here? What about a barrel? Better range, quite a bit. Receiver, we can give it hardened. It's pretty good. I'm okay with the stock. Sights, don't matter that much. I do like glow sights. We have the materials, so let's do that. Magazine, large or quick eject. Alright, cool. Can we even do anything with this? 3 tank capacitor. Yeah, not much I can do with that right now. Light pistol. You know what, we're just gonna scrap that. 10 mil. I'm gonna keep this as well, because it's a different ammo type, and it's a pistol. Which I like to have. Glow sights. Let's give it a better grip instead. Okay. And then those other two, we're just going to throw in here. Store all the junk. Ammo, do these have any weights? None of that has weight. Mods. Those do have weight. We do not want to carry that around. And that's stuff we're going to give to the settlers. Stash that. Alright, now, favorites. We want that on 1. We want that on 2. We want that on 4. Awesome. Save it. And how do I pass time? I can level up. Level 7. Scrapper is pretty nice to have. However, I like it. Lone Wanderer, I think, is our go-to now. So I feel like I need to buy a bed or something. Or not buy, build. Keyboard makes this a little awkward. It doesn't always register my key presses. Oh yeah, and I have a mod for new bed types. So, let's see what we can do with that. Bunk bed. Can I actually use the bunk bed? Probably fit a couple in here. Shit. Now, what did I do for beds? That is 4 beds. Awesome. That I like. Okay, that should be enough beds for now. Let's go ahead and knock out the rest of this stuff that we need. Resources, we need water. I'm going to build one of these. I'm not sure if we have the what we need to make power for it, though. So let's check that. Generator. Oh shit, we're missing copper. I can do that. That's only 3. What are the materials, though? That needs 4. That needs 4. That's not enough. Now, let's see if we can do 2 of these. I don't think we can, though. Nope. A lot of copper. Well, crap. We can wire those together at least. So, we need to go back to here and use one of these for now. Actually, a couple of these. Food. I don't think I picked up any food. Oop, oop. I picked up mud fruit. Nice! That's one of those ones we really want to pick up. Miscellaneous scavenging station I like to have. Let's put that over here in front of the building. Sea of Change, instrumental. More on the chill side. We're gonna need defense. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think this uses power. Alright, cool. Maybe we can find some more copper around town. Let's take a look. Wood. Oops. Yeah, we'll leave that there. It's gonna have to be some kind of electronics. Steel. Yeah, this song's a little too chill. I do want to move the doghouse closer to the camp as well. Steel. I'm not getting copper out of anything. What about like a toaster? There's a toaster laying around. The radio had rubber? I'd have thought the radio would have had copper out of anything. Wood and steel. It's getting dark. Safe. I had the key for that? There we go. I'm sure I remember how to do that. Steel and glass, ceramic. More ceramic. Well, I wonder if I need the scrapper perk to be able to get the copper out of these things. What about the TV? Steel and wood. Rubber and asbestos. I also need to check the workbench after this because I know that I'm transferring a lot of things there that were inside these containers. Man, nothing has copper. That is unfortunate. Basically, anytime it's yellow, there's something inside of it. I thought? Huh. Contents transferred, so there's some ammo in the thing now. Steel and glass, no copper. Yeah, I'm starting to think that I need to have a different perk or something in order to be able to get the copper out of this stuff. Alright. That's unfortunate. Oh, I do want to get rid of this giant tree. I hate this thing. This rubble. I usually make this foundation here my main structure, if you will, where I do a lot of my crafting and stuff. We may do it differently this time, who knows? You. I want the doghouse up here so we can hang out with everybody. Yeah, he's in it already. Nice. I like it. Alright. I'll assign him to scavenging. That's assigned. Nice. This is another building I usually like to do stuff with. Okay, so I need to go find some more veggies. Oh wait, that's not right. I can loot the melon and gourd that's already there and plant those. And that should put us up to at least our basic level of our needs. Oh, that was the in-game music. Like, that was a weird transition. Okay. Just opening up the farm a bit more.
Seems to be growing well.
Indeed. Now, we can turn around and plant those. Which we need desperately. Gourd. Melon. Not the Lord of the Rings melon. Okay. So that's all assigned. Still not much in the way of food. I think we're still low on power. Oh no, I can make a big one now. So something did have copper. How about that? I actually prefer the bigger ones. No. Link those together as well. Okay. Connectors and switches. That takes 2 copper. Oh, these all take 2 copper. That takes 4. Okay, well we don't want one of those then. Not yet. Radio beacon, we don't have what we need to make that. Mortar. Oh, wait. Yeah, I like the decontamination arch. Okay, we still need more food. Everything else looks good. Raider, structures. Now, I don't remember. Ball track, elevator. Bobblehead stand, counter. Fish rack. I don't remember fish racks. Pommel horse. I'm looking for... It's a terminal that he put down to be able to control the settlement as part of this mod. And I thought it was under this stuff. Does not appear to be the case. Nuka mixer? The hell is that? Surgery. It's none of that. There's no reason it should be under defense. ISO. Okay. It must be under something else. You can now build city-zoned plots in your settlements with settlers will build on. Each requires an ASAM sensor. Nah, we'll let it go automated. Settlers handle their own needs, everything upgrades automatically, all difficulty systems are turned off. Plots cost very little materials to build. Yeah, fine. Which graphics setting are you playing on? What is that for? Okay, so how do I use that? Cannot equip. Oh, there we go. Residential plot, plot interior, agricultural plot. Commercial, industrial, martial. Huh. Alright, let's do some residential plots. The interior ones don't work very well, honestly. So we're going to do exterior. I like the idea of using that as like a marketplace. So we're going to build around it. I am going to make one of these agricultural to see if that handles our food problem. Do. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Wish I could get up a little higher. Can't jump in this mud. What happened? So it looks like we can fit a couple on here. Oh, we can have it overhanging? Let's see what happens like that then. Alright, that could be cool. Agriculture. We'll put over here where it's kind of open. It's too bad it's so hilly though. Hello? I know I can interact with this. This is something I've always removed in the past. Really? I swear you could remove that. I think it's weird. House doesn't really have a back door on it, does it? It's got patio furniture out here. Or yard furniture, however you want to call that. No back door. I guess you're supposed to walk around. Maybe that was the style back then. I don't know. I am not knowledgeable of 40s and 50s era architecture. In fact, get rid of this too. Now let's try. Let's see what that does. Wait, is there a storm? Snap, looks like a rad storm. Yeah. I actually forgot about those. We're gonna build a Marshall plot. I think it's an outside plot. Marshall plot interior is kind of big. Recreational plot. Yeah, we're going to build a small military plot, like over here in the yard or something. Well, this music is kind of funky. I don't know why it won't let me put it here. Seems like I ought to be able to. Is this one just super picky? And then recreational. These interior plots are so big, man. We actually need to get rid of some of this stuff. Pretty sure you used to be able to get rid of the counters too. I don't know why I can't. Or why I can't. I like that tune, that's cool. Okay, recreational plot. Let's see how that goes. And these need power and people. Is that only to advance, or do they always need that? It's not telling me. Power. Okay. What in the hell? In a massive ass tower? I really wish it would tell me the Jesus material cost of that. I'll do an electrical pole. That'll be fine. Now, how far can the wires go? That's going through. I'm gonna have to build another connector, I think. Yeah, that's too far. Well, shit. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I like that one. It needs to be like here. And then we need a small one for inside the neighborhood, so to speak. Like that thing. If only that counted. That was weird. Made me jump. Oh my god, are you for real? This thing is a pain in the butt. Why not? Too far? It really doesn't look like it's too far. Okay, I think that's being range limited by the wire it's attached to. Just something I was trying to check, actually. Jesus, this thing is frustrating. You know what? Get on that frickin' roof. How about that? No? Jeez. That's the best I can do. I'm gonna have to add another freaking connector. Oh no, we got it. Talk about annoying. No power, no power, no power. What? There's a connector right there. I don't want to put one on these buildings because the buildings themselves will change. And that'll cause a problem. Let's put one down. Let's put one over here. See if that powers it. No, no, whatever. Do I have to run this from here to here? Oh! I'm dumb. No, 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 no. Wrong button. Do it! Okay, what if I go from here to here? Yeah, that'll work. So I can actually pick this one up. I thought it was just like proximity power, not actually having to connect it like that. Nice, nice, nice. So what about this? That has power. No people. That doesn't need power. That does. Well, it produces 9 defense. Don't think I can go that far. We want another utility pole kind of thing. Probably here? No, I don't think the cable's gonna go this far. Yeah. Unfortunately, no. So we need another connector, and I don't think we can afford another connector. This is gonna be ugly as hell. That's alright. Wait, what? Why not? It's not that far. Is that in the way? Okay. So that now has power. And a wicked dog.
Another day in the Commonwealth. I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy. I think we could settle down.
Yeah, I used to like living.
What do you mean?
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was...
Damn. You say you were frozen.
Maybe. I woke up...
Damn. Uh-huh. Anyway, I am glad you're here. And I hope you don't mind. I've had word the only chance of trouble is... I've got my...
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. By the way...
Right.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately that's like floating. I wonder if I can put a platform underneath it. Structures... Wood is fine, honestly, but let's see if we have a concrete floor. That is way too big. Okay, what about stairs? Whoa, it's enormous.
You willing to do some work?
That'll work. Sorry for getting you stuck in the thing, though. Yeah, man.
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for start.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay.
Sure.
Good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our head. There's a workbench open.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve. What we need now is a...
Sure. I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Great. I feel better
That dog
already.
is terrifying.
Oh, we have... I hope you don't mind me asking. If we're gonna...
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
I'm actually going to turn the audio in the game up a bit.
Sturgis.
Well, this place is starting to feel like home. Trouble is, what we need is to get...
I'm on it.
Ah. Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses.
I'm actually going to relocate one of the
It's been a long
turrets.
road. But yeah.
What next?
Well, I guess figuring out... Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. Windows too.
Sure.
Windows 2. Alright, ooh. Nice tree. Not that anything's actually going to happen, but let's go ahead and put this up here. Cover this area. I like it. Ooh, a chicken. Ugly as hell. Oh, it's grass. I was like, why is it all... Bind owner? Look at plaque. Design. Tato WB by Kevin. Power. Defense -1, water -1, income tax. Take. I don't want to take it. I don't think there is an owner for something like that.
Sanctuary.
Sure, of course Sturgis's house has a car in it. That's great.
I think Preston may want to chat, though.
I love these. These are cool. I'm actually going to place a couple more. So that everyone has their own home. Actually, ag. Let's do a commercial plot. Over here. Can I get rid of this rock? I cannot. I can get rid of that. Commercial plot. Yeah, those rocks are being annoying. Could build it up in the air. That would be awkward. Interesting in a way. It's floating. Do not like the floating. Go! Let me do it! What is wrong with you? Okay, I'm actually going to try to put that on the foundation. Jesus, it's huge. I don't think it's gonna let me. Oh, there we go. Well, part of it. Not the part that I wanted. Oh well. Yeah, maybe we should do build floors ahead of time from now on. Okay, so that needs someone assigned to it. Mama Murphy's useless in that regard. Sturgis already has a job. Where's everybody? That's what we need. We need the bill. Where are you running? No! No! Stop it! What's wrong with you?
Hey.
Good lord.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
Oh, it is so cute.
Hey.
Oops.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Go on home now.
Okay, now we're solo. Now we can assign some people.
Hey.
Even though he's kind of depressing. Oh wait, he's already assigned? She's assigned. He's assigned. She's assigned. He's the only one not assigned.
My pleasure.
We need more people. We need circuitry and crystal for that. Okay, let's do a real save. And then we can get back to business. Two level ups. We're not ready to put points into a weapon type yet. I'm really not concerned about Cat Collector. Lady Killer's okay. Lone Wanderer is really the reason we came this way. Attack Dog, Animal Friend. Local Leader would be nice. We need to find the bobblehead so we can get trade routes set up. Science will be good later. Scrapper might be good to get. Hacker. Yeah. Let's go and get Hacker. Scrounger's not bad. Scrapper. Sooner the better on that one. Okay, weapons we're good with. Actually need to tear some of that part. Oh yeah. I was going to give this some equipment. Alright, June, where are you? Or whatever his name is. Pressing motherfucker.
I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for what they've done.
I'd like to trade some items.
Oh, so I skipped his conversation altogether. My bad. Makes you feel any better? You can have this.
Please,
Nice.
just... I need to be alone right now.
At least it's not raining.
And we're gonna give
A
him...
man could use someone like you.
Hey there.
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
Oh, boo. Fine, we'll give it to Sturgis. Wherever he is. He's always being on the walls. Some weird hobby of his. Oh, it's Mama Murphy this time. Okay. So where's Sturgis? Nice! I like it. Sturgy. What a dumb name. Sturgy.
What's going on?
Hey, man.
I just want to trade a few things.
While you're in here chilling, I'll give you this harness. Oh wait, he can't do both, can he? Ew! Go back to your coveralls. You can't wear both. That's 4 and 2. That's 10. Oh, his coveralls are better. Never mind. Alright, we'll just hang on to that and sell it. We need to get more people in town so we can get that shop set up.
You're tied to this.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
You're tied to this place, kid. Your energy.
I used to live here.
Ah, but the distant the sight can help you, kid. You know.
Here.
Like a little kick yourself, huh? Diamond City holds answers, but they're locked tight. When you find it, you find that heart that's gonna lead you to your boy. Oh, that's what. Phew.
That was literally telling me to follow the neon signs to Nick Valentine's place. Which is kind of cool. Alright, let's get down to some business. Back to cover shooter mechanics. After we find somewhere to cover shoot. Oh, did I drop off my junk? Yeah, must have it. Good enough. I never did figure out where these bugs went. Are they back? Yeah, they're back. Wonder why. They disappeared on me earlier. .24-round magazine. That's pretty nice. And I need to go over here. No. There we go. Building lots of occupants. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I don't want to go there. It's a silly place. Mire lurks are pain in the butt. This is one I like to do if I can breathe underwater. Then I don't mind so much. But as it is right now, yeah, I don't think so. Ooh, I'm getting munchy. Hello, who are these people?
I've been thinking about this for a long
Moss?
time. I know what I'm talking about here.
Bullshit. You can't just put something between two pieces of bread and claim it's a sandwich. Does that mean a loaf of bread is technically a bread sandwich?
Technically, yes, but you don't eat it all at once like that, so it doesn't matter. How you hold it matters.
Talk all you want, man.
A bread sandwich.
A piece of Mirelurk meat between two pieces of bread, but it still ain't a sandwich.
Well, what the hell would you call it then?
Disgusting. That's what.
Hi.
Huh?
Excuse me.
Huh?
Hi.
Yeah?
Yes?
Well, I was hoping I could get in on their conversation about sandwiches. This seemed entertaining. You know, I actually wouldn't mind an automatic version of this. It's not very ammo efficient, though. Oh, I thought there were dogs running. Ew, what was that? That blood just shooting out of me. Does something a blowfly can do. Glowing fungus, my favorite. Can't say I'm a huge fan of fungus. I mean, I do like mushrooms occasionally. Not enough to call myself a fan. I usually like to crouch before I save. I feel safer. Oh shit! I don't know if there's any cover to be had. Not there. That's cover. Ooh, nice. This reminds me of the guns in Battlefield 5. We just yank it out, cram it back in there. I know it's the same difference, but it's on the side. I like it. Bedford Station. I'm sure there's an enemy in here somewhere. Alright, let's go back to the pistol since we're in close quarters. Well, we're not really in close quarters. The roamer. Where are you going? Yeah, so being in cover seems to confuse melee enemies too. Interesting. Like, they couldn't figure out where to go to get to me. Until I left that area, that cover. Oh snap, that scared me. That was a lucky shot. Where? I thought I killed that one. I just knocked his leg out from under him. Nice. I forgot about that. Little details like that in this game. That's cool. I almost feel like I'm playing it for the first time again. So much I'd forgotten. I don't know why it still shows me in combat. But the music stopped. Rebar, fastenings, wire, output pending. That means it's here somewhere. I would like some wires. Is that what all this is and I can't loot it? That would suck. Nice, nice, nice. Well, this song is quiet. These are the granite blocks or whatever material this is. Alright, so let's try that again. Let's just cover. Okay, these seem to know where I am. I'm not in cover anymore from that angle. Where'd you go? I don't know. That one seemed to have been confused a little bit. The other one not so much. So, melee combatants versus cover is still something to test. Still a bit of an unknown. Oh, snap! It's terrifying. Reminds me of playing 7 Days to Die. Zombies just get up off the ground when you get close. Just freaky. You can never tell if it's safe or not. Alright. That was an unintended stop, really. But that was fun. I think there's another set of power armor up here, but I don't think I have the skills to get into it. It's along those tracks. But also, we don't really need to go along those tracks. We need to be up here. I'm always paranoid when I come over here, because even though this is like the furthest south you can get, I'm pretty sure I've been attacked by a deathclaw up here before. That was not cool. What are you shooting at? Hello?
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Didn't you ask the Minutemen for help?
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still... We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honest, most people don't put much...
Is there something you need my help with?
Whew. There's a raider gang that's been... We know where they're coming from.
Will you be willing to join the Minutemen once I...
Oh, we'll certainly give it a...
Certainly give it a good long think. That is not a yes. Which I would much rather have. Well, my name's just gonna steal all the potatoes you've been working hard to cultivate. There's a roach up here somewhere. The hipfire in this thing is garbage. Can I use that as a ride? Pedal your ass off around the Commonwealth on a little tiny tricycle. That would be awesome. In a really dumb way, but that would be awesome. Okay. I need to go. Whoa, what am I doing? There. What is this? Oh, it's Diamond City. Duh. Okay, I leveled up as well. I can't do that until 17. 9, 7. 23. I actually kind of want that. Scrounger would be good as well, though. Who doesn't like ammunition? But we're going to pick up a level of gun nut first. That might actually be one of the most useful perks in the game, in my opinion. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on there, and I don't want any part of that. Oh, shit! It's a super mutant. See how he's running for cover? Like, oh snap! Like, it's not just in the game, they actually know how to use it. It only affects other NPCs, of course, because the player can aim better. This isn't cover. There we go. Aid! Anything without a bunch of reds would be nice. I need to hit up a I need to hit a campfire, cook some of this food. Alright, they got him cornered pretty well. Doing very little damage. And I know I said I didn't want to have anything to do with this, but they kind of pulled me into it. Okay, they're not hostile, so I'm going to save it. Yeah, definitely used a chunk of ammo. Automatic pipe rifle. Pipe rifle!
Too many miles on the road. At least the pay is terrible.
At least the pay is terrible. That's good. Wild carrot flower. Weren't there 3 mutants? Where did that one go? What the hell? It's a dog. Where's the other mutant? I'm gonna waste all that ammo to not get loot. I am clearly quite blind. He was in these trees, wasn't he? There he is. Okay. guard. Poor bastard. Alright. It's very tempting to keep, but they're so heavy. I don't have a lot of carrying capacity on this character. And we're about to go into a place full of loot. Isn't a diner between here and there? I think so, like over here? I should check that out first. If I can sell her stuff. Also, that caravan might be there. I wonder where those guards went. They were following the tracks. Eerie music. I mean, she could be late because something's wrong.
Look, 5 of them.
Those aren't exactly exclusive.
Trap. Damn it, they've got us surrounded. What do we do?
I almost said that was a doggy. That is not a doggy.
I'll draw them off. Give me a count of 10, then break for the tree line. What? Dutchman,
Dutchman.
There's no time. Good luck, A9.
So if he gets hit hard enough, does he become the Flying Dutchman?
9, 8.
It's a dumb joke. Hey, the Starlight Drive-In.
No. No. I'm not going back. I can't. I won't.
I actually wouldn't mind taking the improved bash, but that's way deep into the strength tree. And a strength tree is not something we're going to be putting points into. So we're just going to have to deal with regular bash. It's not a big deal. I wonder how often people actually use bash. Is that a common feature of people, gameplay for people? Never has been for me. I think there's roaches in here as well. Machete. Instamash, Med-X. I have the key? Where did I get the key from? Oh! That's the mod. That was a novice lock, and I have advanced skill, so it automatically opened it instead of making me lockpick it. Now, of course, I don't get the XP for lockpicking, but I think it's a fair trade. Isn't there normally a bug over here? A beer recipe. Corn mash. Ew, a moldy sweet roll. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Expert.
Don't think I can pick this.
Funny thing is, since this is a settlement, you can just break. You can open that with the. You break it down with the settlement tool, and it'll put everything in the container in the workshop. You don't even need to be able to lockpick that. Oh, I did get the XP. All right. Cool. Store all the junk for now. And what we're gonna do is oh, you need local leader 2 just for that? Really? That's dumb. So we're not going to bother with the rest of it for now. But that junk will be there. We can come back for it some other time. Is that where that mine has always been and I've never noticed it there? We're gonna... There was another one apparently. It didn't kill me, thankfully, because I had just quick saved. That would have been horrendous. Alright, shut up. Oh, that would have sucked so bad. Okay, I still need a merchant though. That's where we're going. Let's go this way. Because I think the diner is over here somewhere. I could be totally wrong. It's been quite a while. But I thought it was between Concord and the factory. What's this? No Meyer lurks, I hope. It's a house. Is that it?
We had a deal.
Yeah, that's it.
Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. You know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strong.
I just noticed.
Don't make me come in there and shoot.
It's a built-in lighter, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, it's a big-ass lighter. Now, is that just a decoration, or is it meant to be functional? It'd be funny as hell if that was a functional lighter. It's super oversized.
Whoa, whoa. Easy there, Vault Boy. This doesn't involve you.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead.
Aw, snap. Ooh! I didn't kill him. Did she say I can't see? I can't see. That was great. Oh, that's stealing.
Hey.
Hey, Trudy.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag.
Sure. You got things covered from here?
Yeah. Let's get, Now, let's get back.
Yes, please.
See what you got.
All salvage.
All salvage, but nothing's junk. Does that even make sense? We're going to keep some of that for the town. Oh, right. You have to accept it later. I was like, why is this not working? Could not figure out. General Child's Revenge, 50% more against robots. Nah. Thank you much. Appreciate the business. Do a real save again. And then this appears to be Caravan.
Excuse me.
Trash
So what's
can
your
Carlo.
story? Looking to trade?
Threaten? I don't want to threaten her.
Diamond City? Where's that?
Directions. Figure. You'll find
Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
What kind of stuff do you have?
Just a bit of everything. Got plenty to sell.
Let's see what you got.
Here's what I got.
Here's what I got. Oh, she has another module. $100. Combat knife. Don't care. Submachine gun. At this level? And she's got nothing good. You know what? We're going to get more of this inside of the camp here. So let's go ahead and sell that. I like this music. Potatoes. That'll work. Thank you. Now we can head to the factory. And on the outside of the factory, we should be able to get some cover action. Not so much inside, but we'll do what we can. Oh, snap. I hate the way they dodge. Not because it's hard, not just because it's hard to hit them, because it's freaky. The annoying thing is they only do that when you're aiming down sights. If you're hip firing, they don't bother to do that. Really weird, like... How are their senses attuned to whether or not you're aiming down sights? It's a strange kind of dichotomy, I guess, between their apparent intelligence level